Hi, so quick video. I just wanted to talk about an amazing mix tool for Gotenks that I don't see a lot of people using. This is something that I really wish I had a character on my team that could benefit off of this, but I don't, but it's whatever. It's this, EX Beyblade on block. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but when they originally made the change to Dragon Ball FighterZ where you could do command inputs and then tag in another character off of them instantly, they started by showing off, in like the video demonstration whatever, they were showing off ways that you can do it on hit and on block. And I feel like for the most part, people in the game have really only been exploring what you can do on hit. But I just want to take a moment to talk about what Gotenks can do on block. Now, I actually think Gotenks is better than any other character in the game at this, because no one has a move that hits as long and just does as much stuff successfully. Okay, so what's the mix? I want to show you guys. Basically, when you tag in after you do a move like this, you'll see that you have a bit of landing lag. So if I tag in and mash low, I don't get to low for a couple frames. That would prevent you from mixing normally. But if you do certain moves in the air, you can cancel the lag you have. So a character that can take advantage of this is Zamasu. He can fly, and now you'll see I land and I don't have any lag. So these two things come together into a super easy and super solid mix of either flying, dashing, and doing a low, or flying and dashing and doing a high. That's literally the easiest mix like ever. You know, that's just a high-low. And just in case you're wondering, yeah, this works mid-screen too. That is a true block string. You can't mash or reflect. You're probably wondering if you can guard cancel or guard cancel vanish. Kind of. It's a solid kind of. If you do, I mean, yes is the correct answer. But if you do, you have to make sure that you wait until the other character is close enough. Because if you just do it instantly, and this is really awesome. So, Gotenks kind of just stays there and keeps hitting you. I don't know why this happens, but it does. But you guys can see here, if you just wait to react, to your opponent guard canceling, you'll still like get a few hits of the Beyblade, but they can't like combo you or anything, probably. What doesn't really work as well is guard cancel vanish. While I'm super dashing, you kind of just whiff, and if you're like woke enough, you can get a true punish. And if you're too late, like 20 frames late, you'll just get hit by Gotenks, because the Beyblade still has a hitbox the whole time. And you know, you have to like react to someone doing this. You can't just do it mashing. I guess you can. If you do somehow manage to do it like super incredibly fast, you will hit them. But I think solo guard cancel that's delayed is probably a better option. And something also you have to be careful about is sparking this. So if you spark this, you definitely have to be careful. Because if you spark before the new character is close enough to get hit by sparking, Gotenks is just gonna keep hitting you. Because he's like not like the character anymore. I'm pretending like I know how this works. I don't know how this works. But he hits you. So all you have to do is wait till your opponent is close enough and then spark. But if you notice, Gotenks still doesn't go away. So you can't, if you spark, you can't do spark into instant held vanish, because you'll get hit by Gotenks. So even after you spark, You don't get a instant super good guessing game on your opponent, which I think is kind of good. But yeah, you just have to be careful about when you spark. But I do think that the strongest thing against this is guard cancel. And if you're wondering, if you are solo and you guard cancel, the timing is finicky. Like, sometimes you will just avoid the character coming in. Sometimes you'll actually just hit them like that. And sometimes they can block and punish you. I don't really know like what the difference is. But yeah, like there I gotta punish. I don't really know what makes it good timing and what makes it bad timing. But just be more careful when you're solo because you don't have all the options that would normally beat this. But yeah, this is just a strong mix tool that either requires your opponent to take a mix or burn certain resources. And always burn more resources than you because they're either getting rid of sparking or half a bar more than you are. But now I just want to go over some quick examples of different characters that can do this. So like I said, Zamasu is really good. He can do it mid-screen and in the corner. Thing with Janemba is even mid-screen, you can kind of get something as long as you do a Beyblade that isn't going like crazy forward like this. If you do something like punches into Beyblades, which still jails, then you can do, I don't know if it's a left-right, it's just like kind of ambiguous. Like you can hit on the other side, but you can't get a high-low center screen because if you do 2 teleports, then it's just not fast enough. So there might be something there, but as far as I can tell, he's just mainly in the corner. I mean, you can still like mix someone with something that isn't like a true 50-50 just because it's like weird and ambiguous. And here's just 2 more I want to show you. One, this is actually the one that was first showed when they revealed that you could do this, is Bardock. Can do his EX Rebellion Spear. And he can either go low or high. And since it goes so far, this one you can do mid-screen anywhere. This one you can do anywhere on screen. It's a really cool synergy between the 2 of them. And just a small thing to open your minds or whatever, because it doesn't just have to be the like normal left-right. You can also just get your own kind of mixes. Check this out. Is that cool? Now, something I want to bring up is a lot more characters get like fake mix, I want to say. It's not true, but you can't counterattack it. It doesn't jail, but it's still like a high-low. They can just reflect in most situations. So here's some characters that have really good examples of like fake mix. You'll see that Videl can do her overhead cross-up thing. Afterwards, she can go high, and it's a true block string. But whenever she tries to go low, like you're still plus, but they can always reflect there. And the thing about having a high that is a true block string and a low that can be reflected is like you could just OS reflect. So there's still like another layer because you can just not do anything and your opponent still has to guess on that level. Yeah, it's not like a straight up 50-50, you will hit your opponent half of the time. Tien also has something like this where he's plus after, but he doesn't get like an actual 50-50. Yeah, a lot of characters have things like this that just have like another layer behind them. This is similar to me to stuff like doing a 50-50 and then calling keep less assist. like, you'll still mix someone because there's another layer of the guessing game. So they can't just be like, oh, every time I'm gonna reflect this, because sometimes if you reflect it, you're gonna get hit. But yeah, so just look for something that your character might have that's a solid option off this. Yeah, there's not really a lot of stuff like this in the game that has one character giving a character that tags in a mix-up. You know what I mean? Like, that's not super common. In fact, the thing that this reminds me of more than anything is Baby, where he does his and then you call in your next character and then they get a mix-up. That's what this reminds me of, except he's like right next to you. Okay, yes, experiment on this underdeveloped piece of tech and find new things, and share with me if you find a character that has something really good off of this, because I'm really curious as to who can benefit well from this, because I think it's underexplored. I think not a lot of people have tried to find good combinations of characters that can get like a mix-up off of this. But maybe there's just not a lot of characters that can do it as well. I think Zamasu is like the best, because his works anywhere on screen, and it's really easy, it's really simple, it's always true block string. Same with Bardock, except you have to spend like half bar. Experiment! It's awesome, dude! Okay,